Okay, so I'm Gary Barwin, and I'm going to read from my new book, For It Is a Pleasure and a Surprise to Breathe. It's new and selected poems. So these are poems from the last 35 years of my writing and some new ones. So here's a new one called Combination, which actually mentions Hamilton. It's really hard to write about hope in a poem and to find an interesting way to do it that doesn't sound cheesy, but that sort of brings you in an interesting way. So hopefully that does that. This does that. Combination. In the end, they say, all poems are about hope, but out of money, I took this poem's hope and pawned it. I spent the money on a rhyming dictionary, went home and looked out the window. From my apartment, you can see Hamilton Mountain, which is really just an escarpment. Like a mountain without hope, it has no peak. Then I found a compartment in my body I'd never found before. I twirled my nipple, L32, R47, L19, and opened it. WTF! Inside me was hope, no bigger than a grain of sand. Hope is the perfect thing if you have no money and want 2,000 of something. But there was only a single grain, and I held it like a baby, a single tiny baby. I ran into the street, or I first ran down the hall and into the elevator, pressed the appropriate button, waited, descended, exited, then ran across the lobby, across the parking lot, and then into the street, where there were 1,999 other people, each holding a tiny grain between their fingers, and we just looked at each other.